What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? I'm Feather. Welcome to Feathered Leo Tarot, where it's Leo here all the time. It doesn't matter where it's at in your chart or if you're a cross watcher. Welcome back. I'm Feather. For those who don't know me, I'm a success and wellness coach. I pull tarot cards. We talk about a situation, and today's situation is a forensic deep dive. And the question that I was posed during meditation in preparation for this reading was I seduced? Or what? So we're going to go into that today. See if we can get anything from it. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Yeah. So I'm not really sure where this one's headed today, but we'll find out. Lioness, what's up, beautiful? So come on in, say hello. Joss is here. If y'all would like to get a divine, no, I'm going from the wrong side, divine t-shirts, do check the merchandise links in the description below. I think it's on this merchandise store. I should probably check that out. Shannon's here. Good morning. Oh, man. We are all divine. And I cut my t-shirts up. I just cut the sleeves off, cut the neck out, cut the top out, and then tied them together. And I dirt rocker most of my t-shirts because, well, t-shirts are ugly. They're not very sexy. Don't know why I'm telling you that, but let's jump into the reading screen. Were you seduced, or you always on vacation, Lioness? All right. Were you seduced? Let's look at the situation. Your energy and their energy, and then the final outcome energy, and we will go into it from there. Let's get one card for your energy, one card for their energy. I do read reversals, y'all. For those that don't know me, yours, theirs. I do read reversals, but this is like one of my only decks that is not in reverse. It's not mixed. It's unknown. TBD, to be determined, TBD. Thanks, universe. You are funny. So funny. All the jokes. Fred's got jokes. Fred is the universe spirit here. So you're in the process trying to figure out what's going on. So you are taking the lead in regards to this situation. The points are up, so you have a lot of contrasting or conflicting, like you're trying to learn a lesson here. You're trying to figure out what happened here. For those that are wondering if you were seduced, it's like, I need to know. I've got questions. Universe, so help me out. Okay. I actually feel like in the process of the relationship, you were always asking questions, or always just like, I'm searching. It's like the information eludes you. Like you're straight ahead in this picture. At some moments you're like looking down, and most of the time you're straight ahead, just trying, like the information is down here. It's down here. It's here, but it eludes you. So I feel like it's just like, what's going on here? Well, this person is a two of coins. So this person could have been juggling. Yes, they could have been very confusing, or keeping things up in the air. Will we know more? Very shortly we will know more, because we're going to do a deep dive on it. Y'all love the forensic deep dives? Gives me a thumbs up. Yeah, universe does have jokes. I'm telling you what, Shannon, just the best thing you can do to a t-shirt. You can go to the daggum thrift store or Goodwill, because you're given to a cause. So the two that I go to is one for the local domestic violence shelter, and the other one I go to is Goodwill, because they do all kind of awesome stuff for people. And yeah, I ain't even gonna. Well, I don't do it so much anymore, but I used to. Treasure hunting, my thing. But you can get the awesome graphic t-shirts and stuff like that and just chop them up, cut them up, dirt rocker them out, and then there you go. This person is elusive because they're not even wanting to give me a deck. So I can understand why you're questioning a lot about the connection. Okay. Something about Friar Tuck. Friar Tuck. Stop it. Stop it. Friar Tuck. I don't know if they look like Friar Tuck, if they act like Friar Tuck. I don't know. Something about Friar Tuck. Why did I just get that? Friar Tuck, I believe, is the friar or the religious individual in the Robin Hood movie or story. Friar Tuck likes to drink. Very jovial fellow. Friar Tuck. Oh my God. What do y'all got me into today? Okay, so we're going to go around this individual because this individual is elusive. They've got their back to you while they're busy doing everything else. Yeah. So, the crazy thing here for me is that I've got the Empress, the Four of Cups, the Nine of Wands. So, this person, I can understand why you feel the way you feel, and you're wondering if you were seduced by this person. Like, was it just seduction? What did they want from me? They're saying here that they didn't accept your offer of love. They didn't prioritize a relationship with you. Although they didn't prioritize a relationship with you because they were too guarded. Like, they were too guarded to even accept what you had coming towards them. Uninterested and guarded. They also are saying that they thought you were absolutely amazing, stunning, gorgeous, male or female, well kept, handled yourself, carried yourself very well. You know, the funny thing is, across all of my YouTube channels for life coaching and tarot, the funny thing is the majority of my collective is 98% female, according to analytics. Okay, and most of the clientele that I've had and most of you that I've gotten to know over the years do very well for yourself. You're either single moms, single dads, handling business, make good money, handle your shit. Relationships are the worst part of your lives for the most part. Relationships are the doom and gloom of your existence. Or that's where you have the most issues, is in your relationships, your romantic relationships. Everything else is like, I don't need anybody. So this person saw you as such, or sees you as an individual who is very well put together. And yet, they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with it. It's like, just don't want to deal with it. Feather, I just don't want to deal with it. So it's like a floating. It's like, yeah, you're gorgeous, or your body is banging, or you've got your shit together, but, whatever. I got shit to do. Great. That's lovely. That's lovely. Sorry if that was loud, y'all. I'm sorry if that was loud. Notifications. Okay. Okay. Tell me more about this person. This could have been a third-party situation for some of you, but the Three of Pentacles is, okay, so some of you it was a third-party situation. Some of you this person was married. They could have been married to their money. Mind on my money and my money on my mind. They could have also had another relationship or marriage. That's for some of you, excuse me. But you would know that. Which is possibly why you're wondering if you were seduced by this person because, well, they may not have left the other person. You know what I mean? But regardless, it's just friendship. So what did this person really, really want from you? The bare minimum. This. I haven't had enough coffee, and I don't think I've been awake long enough for this reading today. This reading is probably not going to go 30 minutes today. Do you feel my frustration right now? Oh, God. So, there's no communication between you and this person right now. None. So, if you are possibly kind of sometimes texting this person or if there is any communication in any way, shape, or form with this person other than spiritual, okay, then I am being so snarky right now. I do apologize. Because this person was barely investing. So this isn't, I'm not talking to people, hi people, hey everybody out there. It doesn't matter what your sign is. If you're watching this and it's resonating, you're wanting to know if you were seduced. If you are texting or communicating in any way, shape, or form, at least for the last 3 months, definitely now, this isn't for you. You are in no communicato with this person. Nuka, none, zero, zilch, none. This is a person who is not communicative. This is a person who is not speaking to you. And for a lot of you, it was a third party. You knew this person was married or engaged or married to their money or just they were too busy to give you the time of day. Yeah, we're friends. We can hang out sometimes. This is a person, Page of Swords, Five of Cups reverse, Five of Swords reverse. Like, no, they weren't lying to you, but they also weren't communicating with you either. So when you were involved with this person, they didn't want to deal with drama. They didn't want to have to answer questions. They didn't want to involve themselves emotionally. Now, this person could have been dealing with some past traumas emotionally. Yeah, I don't care. I'm not giving anybody excuses. A grown-ass adult is a grown-ass adult. Regardless of why they didn't engage with you emotionally, is their business. But they were talking to you a smidgen. They were investing and communicating with you to a degree. But it was bare minimum communication. Bare minimum 3D experience with this person. Like in the real life, you would have gone out on dates. You would have been together doing things. And this is Page of Wands. To ultimately wrap it all up, they were barely giving to this situation. Pages. Maybe this person was a lot younger than you. But yeah, that's flirting energy. That's barely investing. Uh, but it's definitely, I mean, it could have been friends with benefits, because the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Wands can definitely be friendly interaction with passion. Let's just say that. I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it. Let's find out what you are dealing with over here, and then we'll get into, because what they were wanting, it looks to me like they were just wanting the bare minimum from you, like touch and go communication, touch and go physical attraction, a physical connection. Like, I'll call this person, I'll call the Leo up and get the Leo's attention. Yeah, they wanted your attention. Because you're gorgeous, or you got shit going on, your body's banging or something, or your bank account is, or I don't know. But they damn sure wasn't doing anything. They were keeping this as at a Two of Pentacles. What are we doing here? But they were doing it on purpose. Oh yeah, you're saying there must be a change. I'm exhausted by this, and I've been absolutely disrespected. And you're not even questioning it. At this point, you know that this person disrespected you, or that this person was engaged or married or in another connection, or that they were not interested in nurturing a connection long term with you. You could have been dealing with a Pisces, air sign, fire sign, Virgo, Libra, Taurus, earth sign, Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. Yeah, you're saying that, oh, this has got to change. This went on way too long. This went on so long, because the Wheel of Fortune says, oh, there's time invested here. You invested a lot of a lot of time mentally trying to figure out, where is this headed? What are we doing? A lot of thoughts went into this, to the point where you're like, I am done. I'm done with this. I think at some point you realized this person was not interested, or you found out they were in another connection. There's the 3 points here. You either found out they were connected to somebody else, or knew they were connected to somebody else. Found out that they were not interested in a long-term nurturing relationship, loving, supportive relationship with you, or they disrespected you in some way, and it was not a very warm and welcoming or inviting environment for you to be in, relationship wise. Okay, this person, I believe this person, in one of those ways, that is what the Queen of Pentacles in reverse speaks to me. Says this was not a warm and inviting, supportive relationship at all. More than likely, this person devalued you or disrespected you to a big degree, a large degree. That can, depending on what you feel is devaluing or disrespecting, that could be any of the things that I just mentioned. Especially if you found out that they were already connected or in another relationship, or they had no time for you because their time was either investing in themselves, investing in their own family, their own friends, their own environment, their own work, or another relationship. The third party doesn't always have to be that they were sleeping with somebody else. It could, somebody could spend more time with their mom, or spend more time with their besties, or spend more time with their family and their friends, or they could be at work, could be married to their work or their hobbies or whatever. But I know this. They thought you were rocking, but they were barely giving to the situation. Zero support, possibly disrespectful to you, and you're not wanting to invest any more mental energy into this. Like you're so fatigued. I don't know how many times you took your energy back to try and figure this out. You are trying to move away from this, though. I will say that. Because you're so exhausted by trying to figure this out, or trying to figure this person out, or trying to figure out the situation. Like, why didn't they, if they wanted me so much, they thought that I was so awesome, Feather, why didn't they do anything? Beats me. Because you're a friggin' empress. They seen you as an empress, and yet they took bare minimum action. This would be like, hey, we're friends, or hey, would you like to hang out sometime, or maybe, maybe a text or an emoji, smiley face or some shit. Ugh. What's up, eh? Hey, Purple. So you are in the process of trying to move away from this. I have questions, but most of the you're saying this has got to shut down. I believe there was a lesson here for you in value. What does that mean? That means that when somebody juggles you, or somebody keeps you at a stand, this was a spiritual lesson for you. That is correct. Oh, shiitake. Woo. Sorry about that, y'all. These are some slippery decks. I'm telling you what. You better know how to handle a deck. That's all I'm saying. If you get the PVC ones. Whew. Anyway, that is correct with the Queen of Swords right there. You're in the process of trying to figure this out, or that is correct. The Ace of Swords in the Queen of Swords hands, straight up, is saying, straight up, I'm right. So this juggling bullshit, life lesson here for you. Okay? There was a big decision that had to be made because you may have kept going back and forth with this person. You may have kept this going back and forth. You may have tried to figure this person out. You may have taken your energy back and realized that once you took your energy back, that there was no way that this was going to heal or grow or evolve. The evolution and the evolving is on you. The healing is on you. This was a situation where you may have met this person when you were at a not great place in your life, when you yourself were trying to move away from another relationship, or you were in the process of doing some healing work, or you met this person after a breakup or something like that. This actually taught you a very big lesson, and that very big lesson a lot of times is self-worth, self-value. You do not need someone else to value you. A said, and I appreciate this comment, "Hi Feather, so true. I wanted to be valued and supported. There is nothing wrong with wanting to be valued and supported by somebody. However, the lesson there is, how long do you stay with somebody? A year or two or more before you figure out somebody is devaluing you, or not seeing your value, or disrespecting you, or not a supportive partner? How long does it take you to learn that lesson? Because I believe in this case, this was your life lesson, a big one in regards to love and relationships. Yeah. The angel of mercy and grace has just entered the building. This was a divinely orchestrated connection. Yeah, it was a part of your path to teach you how to value yourself. And that is why this is a spiritual connection. This was a spiritual lesson. Some people come into our lives for a reason. Some people stay in our lives for a season, and then others stay for a lifetime. I'm not sure this person is a lifetimer unless they're a friend of yours, you know. But this connection, what it's feeling like to me is that this was a seriously healing connection. It was a healing connection, but you didn't get the lesson. For some of you, you stayed about 2 years in this. How many of y'all stayed over a year in this connection? This person did not give you very much attention. Spirit's having fun with us, okay? We're like the Truman Show for universe, okay? The universe is just like, let's see what happens. Let's do this. Let's do that. They want this and that and this and that. The universe has jokes, okay? Don't ever forget that. And remember to be able to laugh. I hope that at this point, very soon, if not now, you are able to laugh at this. Because they actually did value you. They put you on a pedestal. They thought very highly of you. And yet, they were busy elsewhere. They were busy watering other pentacles. This could have been their job, their career, their education. This could have been their family, their friends, their environment. But all in all, their heart space did not reach out to you. It was behind a fence. They were guarded. And their back was to you to a degree, except for when it came to a little bit of passion, a little bit of hanging out and having fun, a little bit of friendship and interaction, and maybe every now and then a little bit of conversation. The behavior that has to happen, thank you, A, again. You're like my muse today. A says unchangeable behavior. So nobody's to change but theirs. The change has to happen with you, with the Leo, because that's what happened here. At some point, the healing had to happen, and you had to realize that this was a spiritual connection. I think that you thought this was somebody, I think you felt this was somebody you wanted to be with. You may have thought that this was your happily ever after, and I'm talking big time. Like you thought this person was going to be with you for the rest of forevers, and there's nothing wrong with that. You felt the spiritual connection more than likely. Usually these are pretty heavy bonds with the Lovers here and the Star. I don't care what you labeled this person, but you felt a spiritual connection here. You felt a very strong bond to this person. And this was a divinely orchestrated connection. It was a very healing connection in that you learned a big lesson, or you were in the process of learning this lesson. How to value oneself. How to change how you see. Because in a situation like this, it's very easy to blame another person. They didn't love me. They didn't respect me. They devalued me. They didn't give me attention. They didn't pay attention to me. They. This is a you thing. This is like, okay, so they're not moving in my direction. Maybe that is God's protection or universe's protection. If there's a block, there's a fine line and a blockage between you and this person. Okay, so if it's bare minimum communication, barely friendship, if nothing is flowing, they think the world of me, and yet nothing is progressing, nothing is flowing. Let me sit back and look at this from a higher perspective. Maybe this isn't supposed to go the distance. Maybe I shouldn't force this one. So if they're devaluing me, then I must be doing something or attracting this person that says, please devalue me, or please disrespect me, or please don't be in a relationship with me. Please be unsupportive and unavailable. How about I just tell the universe that I don't want to give my energy to this individual anymore because this isn't what I want? Because we have that choice. We don't have to sit there and force it to happen, and we don't have to blame anybody. As an adult, I take accountability for my actions and my choices. I'm not blaming anybody for anything. I'm looking at what's happening, and I've taken plenty of time to try to address it, try to heal it, try to evolve it. And it's like you just met every day. Like, how many years were you with this person? This is an energy that says this person is either very immature or doesn't want to be in a relationship. You're realizing that after a period of time, that this person isn't the person that you want them to be, you thought them to be, or that you were hoping and praying that they would be. There's nothing wrong with that. You gave it time. Now the onus is on you to do what the next step. This was a very spiritual connection. The high priestess is out here twice. So your intuition has already told you that you needed to move on from this person. Spiritual connection, yes. Does that mean that you have to stay together forever? No. No. Usually these kinds of really intense connections, especially if it was a very intense sexual connection to the point where you're like, was I seduced by this person? Yeah, this person liked to play. They like to have fun in the bedroom. I'm sure, that was a thing. Very passionate, but you were left with more questions than anything. Like, what in the hell just happened there? What was that? What did you learn from the situation? Yeah. A says, like, we hoped for better, but there was limits. That's it. Exactly, A. Thank you. Again, my muse. My teaching muse today. So, this would be a situation where you have the experience, okay? Now, what do you do with it? Does it take you 6 months to figure out that this person is not a supportive person or not the kind of person that you want to be in a relationship with? Or does it take you 6 years? Because this is an energy like it's like constantly dating or just friends with benefits for years, or just barely dating this person for years. Nothing ever evolves. No living together. No, none of that. And if you know that this person is married or in another connection, what are you doing to yourself? I know there's a lot. I know that you need to value yourself better than that. I know you know that. But whether or not you do it, that's on you. You know what I mean? Seduced? Well, I think this person was just too busy with everything else going on in their life, and they didn't want to. Yeah, Page of Wands again, 8 of Swords. So this person was too up in their head, too confused. This person lived in a hall of mirrors, and so they only had the energy to play. So this person may have been too confused on what to do, whether or not to love you, or who to choose, or who to choose, or what to choose over you. I think this person just had so many different things going on in their life that they barely had time for you. Hey, Perry Berry. I don't know why I'm calling you Perry Berry. So it just stated a Page of Wands. It was just flirting and friends with benefits, or just dating. That's it. Okay, so again, the Queen of Swords is out here saying that that it's time for you to make a decision in regards to this, to see things clearly, to put this behind you, and to move forward towards happier days, moving towards an Ace of Cups. Self-love for a lot of you. It's time for some self-love and opening up yourself to new love and new opportunities heading into the future. And it's a lot of happiness here. That's what your focus needs to be on. Ten of Swords. This is what needs to be left behind. All this pain and this mental confusion and this mental, it's mental. You know, this is what happens to us. If we are dealing with somebody who's barely involving themselves with us. They're not trying to grow a relationship with us at all. At all. More times than none, you're looking for all the answers. You're trying to communicate with this person. You're trying to reach out to this person. You're trying to love this person. You're confused by this. If you are confused by somebody, that should be your number one stop sign. When you are confused by somebody, that should be your number one stop sign to pull back your energy, which maybe you didn't do for quite a while, and really address whether or not you're valuing yourself, or whether or not this person is valuing you, or whether or not this person is really being a supportive, loving partner, whether there's any warmth in the connection other than under the sheets or in the bed or whatever. Because you, I believe, were moving away from another connection when you met this person. I believe you were in the process of... That's true. Okay. A lot of you, the Ten of Swords, Ten of Swords reverse. You were moving away from a relationship, or you got back with this person after an intense ending. Now, this person could have lied to you, betrayed you. There could have been an argument, a disagreement. You could have had a breakup with this person previously. So I told you, I believe that you were moving away from another relationship ending when you met this person. Or you broke up with this person and tried to get back together, and it was just scraps. Meh. Yeah. So, Two of Wands, confusion, having to make a decision, or you were caught between a decision. So, you may have found out this person had another person. You may have been dealing with a couple different options, but I believe that you were, some of you may have been ending a relationship when you met this person. You started talking to this person while you were working on making the decision to end a relationship. And then again, some of you, this was the relationship that you got back together with. It's not working out because it's not warm and inviting. It's not cozy, comfortable, supportive, or loving. Not from what I'm feeling. Pages, 2 Page of Wands and a Page of Swords. But they see you as an Empress. Either you were dating somebody a lot younger than you. Hello. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but you allow what you allow, and that's all I got to say. So if you're wondering if you were seduced, I don't believe they went out to do that specifically. It's not showing me devil energy. It's not showing me anything like that. But definitely flirting and having fun and friends with benefits. So that's possible they were only wanting just a something on the side if they were in another connection or something. Or even if they were so busy, like say for instance, they were married to their relationship or married to college or something like that. They had no time other than, thanks Fred, than just barely dating or barely enough time to just kind of grab a bite or hook up for a few minutes, and that's it. I don't think that they were trying to be devious. I believe you would have known, this person would have told you that they were married or in another connection if this was a hookup thing or friends with benefits thing, okay? Or I believe this person would have told you what they wanted. So if this person said they didn't want a relationship, they fucking meant it and you didn't listen, okay? So were they trying to seduce you? No. Were they excited about the connection? At least on a physical level, they were. They were very attracted to you. Okay, and they do think very highly of you. However, there's a lot of pain associated with this mentally because you're taking this as a betrayal. The betrayal is not theirs. I think that the blame needs to shift back to the person that it's owned by. You know, if you're going to blame somebody else for treating you a certain way, you need to turn that mirror around on yourself and say, okay, yeah, I'm blaming them for treating me a certain way, but I'm blaming myself for staying so long. Because ultimately, I didn't see my own worth. I didn't learn that lesson, or I'm a very fucking stubborn, hard-headed individual, and it takes me a while to figure some shit out. But I had a lesson in this. So it took me a while. And I'm not going to blame anybody, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this as a life lesson, and I'm going to say, yeah, I care about this person. And there are no questions that I need answers to now. I just need to remember that in relationships, it's up to me to value myself. It's up to me to accept or not allow how somebody treats me. Because that is mine to own. That is my blame. And it's all on me. Because if I connect myself to somebody that's married or in another connection, or married to their job, or married to their this, or married to their that, and they don't have enough time for me, if I am wanting something that is equally loving, equally supportive, and have the time with me, not that I need them with me all the time, but if I want somebody to grow with me, then I need to be the one that's paying attention, and I need to state that in the beginning, and I need to stick to my fucking guns. That is mine. Only mine, and it's all about my value, my self-respect, and my self-worth. Not anybody else's. Because if somebody disrespects me, devalues me, or they don't want the long-term relationship that I am wanting, I just say goodbye. Hey, we can be friends, that's it. And go on about your merry way doing something somewhere else. So did they? No. So this is calling for some self-love, some real tough love kind of shit right here. And I'm giving it to you. So moving forward, you need to really focus on self-love and what this taught you about yourself, not about them. Because this wouldn't have been somebody that was abusive. They may not have been there often, but I don't think this was a bad person. Not from whom I'm reading. Now, they may be shy or quiet, or you're just not communicating with them right now. I don't think a lot of you are. It's time to do some self-lovey stuff. Really focus on what you learned from this connection and understand that the universe is not going to leave you alone. There will be other loves to love. There will be other hearts to love. And that you love yourself enough to open up to new opportunities and stop waiting on somebody like this, because you have wish fulfillment in love coming in very soon. Very soon. Very, very soon. Right now, I think that the self-love has to happen. And being able to shift the energy towards the future rather than focusing on what happened here. Okay? Learning really, because you're feeling betrayed by this. And majority of you already knew this person was married in another connection, or that they were just friends with benefits or something like that. It was just bare minimum relationship. So do I think that they were going out of their way to seduce you? Not when they told you what they wanted from the beginning. I'm not even seeing Ace of Wands out here. I'm not seeing King of Wands. I'm not even seeing Knight of Wands in reverse. None of that. This person did consider you a friend and they thought highly of you. They just had zero time for a relationship, or they didn't want it. They were unwilling to open up their heart space for whatever reason. So that next time in a relationship, I just really want you to know, you're still trying to gain some information in regards to the questions that you have about this relationship. I hope that this helps you in some way, shape, or form, because there's no answers that you need other than, what did you learn from this connection? What did you learn about yourself and how to love yourself, or how to value yourself? Put that blame on you. Do your healing. Take your time. This was a spiritual lesson. You may remain friends with this person. You may, I don't know. But I do see that there has to be a shift in the energy of the mind. You are trying to put this down. You are trying to figure this out so that you can move away from this. It may have been hard for you. Maybe the relationship is over. I don't know, because there's no communication. But it's one of those things where it's like, it's over, but you're still trying to wrap your head around it, or still trying to understand. You're trying to move on or trying to move away from this. Yes, you are. But in order for that to happen, the clarity is, what did you learn from the situation? Because that's what the connection was for. It was meant to teach you something. And I believe self-respect, self-worth, self-value. If you would like help with that, I have a book called Oh, Please Be Your Own Hero. It is on the shelf behind me. Do you see that? And it is in the links in the description. You can get it on Kindle, Kobo, all of the places. You can get it printed, all of the things. Check it out. It is about you. And it's about how to get out of situations like this and how to move forward easily. It's me in your pocket, basically. And this one's probably a really intense connection. And that's why it's a little more difficult to move away from. It does look like it's a spiritual soul tie. It does look like it was a destined connection. But it's like, did you learn the lesson? Did you get it yet? Have I helped you? Did you get it? Because you're trying. You're trying to leave it behind. You're really trying to move away from it, leave it behind. And the universe is like, let's focus. Let's leave the betrayal and leave the bullshit behind, and let's focus on opening up our heart to new experiences in life, new opportunities. Okay? Time to get back out there, babies. Go have some fun. All right. Because you have wish fulfillment and love coming in very soon when you do. But it doesn't look like it's this person. Although they do think highly of you, their heart space is not open. They're not open for business. They're too busy elsewhere doing other things. So until next time, like, share, subscribe, join the tribe, and leave some awesome rockstar comments. Replay rock stars. You're awesome. Thank you so much for your comments. Namaste.